Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a Pawlack Tank. It's a Tier 6 American heavy tank. It's located on the south spawn of Ghost Town, and it's under the command of 73north of the WTWW clan. Okay, what can I tell you about this one? Well, it does have a 90mm main gun, which means that it's capable of doing 240 alpha with standard AP and 160mm of pen. It also has APCR, which is capable of 205mm of pen and quite a high shell velocity as well. One of the good things about this tank is it does have high DPM and a high alpha, and a reasonably good top speed as well of 45 kilometers an hour. But it is quite a big tank, and well, it's supposed to be a cast tank, so that's why it's that odd shape, and it's made in one cast hull, so to speak. Well, not completely one, but you know what I mean. It's actually cast pieces put together. So gets his first hit on the Super Chappy, who pulls back. Now the standard reload is 8.63. Yes, 8.63 seconds. But there again, it is a 90mm. He took a round there for 229 from the VK. Oh, he gets hit again, but this time in the tracks. VK disappears out of sight before any further damage. That was a VK 3601H though. Oh, now it's Crocodile. And who's next? Well, Super Chappy takes another round for 262, which is the high roll, and he can penetrate the top of the turret on the... oh, instead he goes for the Tiger. Okay, you can penetrate the top of that roof, you know. And he does this time round. Can really make use of the DPM on this thing and really hurt that Crocodile. And he's stripping away his hit points bit by bit. But we are trading a few here now, which is not so great. Go for the Tiger's Polar. No, didn't get it on target. But he's wary about getting an 88mm round in return. When a guy's like that, moving backwards like that constantly, you just aim a bit ahead of his path and just let him drift back into the aim point. That's good, he did it that time. And getting nice damage. You're already up to nearly 2k of damage already. Yep, gets another round in. That guy's a one-shot now. So the next round will kill the Tiger, who's just around the corner. Who's we got next? The Chappy goes down first. Nice shot. Okay, the Crocodile's a two-shot. He's going to take at least 2 rounds to go down. But the Tiger takes the round instead. So that's his second kill. And it looks like the the Crocodile rather, is going to be next. Yes, he went for the roof again, and he got it. I think that T-78 wants the kill. But no, it's not going to him. It's going to 73north. So he's going to push on, even though he's only got a third of his hit points left. Got an enemy tank out there, but he's not in a place where we can hit him at the moment. But we can hit that guy. That's the VK. That's the one who hit us before. But we're now down to a one-shot, so we need to be careful we don't take any more rounds. No, tried to get that one through the turret, but couldn't. And we're actually blocking the way for that T-78 now. Can't get a shot on that Jagdpanzer back there. He's hiding behind that hill. But our T-78 is, well, willing to pop forward. He's now one shot, so he's got to be careful. The VK's a one shot as well. Hello, Mr. VK, and you're gone. Now, there is an enemy tank just around the corner. We really do need to get back behind all of these wrecks so that we can stay alive. Otherwise, we're going to be dead very quickly. Ideally, the T-78 needs to tease that guy and go around the other side. But there's enemy tanks on the east side of the map. That's where they mostly are. And although there's still 6 of them out there... Oh, he did go down. Good boy. T-78 did go around the corner. Now, we've got to stay here. And yes... Lovely, put a round into the Cromwell, he goes down. We lost the T-78, but that's what he was there to do because he was one shot anyway, and it preserves us whilst we're still a one shot. Yes, I know, sometimes you have to be, you have to sacrifice one of your own teammates to let the enemy have something to kill whilst, so they don't focus on you instead. Well, there's a Jackson up to the left, but if we poke out, we're likely to get shot at. So he's pulling back, and he did get seen. So somebody is there over on the east side, and he needs to get back into cover. Otherwise, he could be the next one out of the game. Okay, the Pawlack Tank. Designed by Leon Pawlack in 1944, what was unusual about it was an electro transmission. So in many ways, it shared the same sort of things as the Porsche tanks. It's got spotted again. P43 is a 90mm arm tank, but we can dial in, and lovely shot. 247, a high roll, but we're more than likely going to get fired back at. Oh! Stackhound, light tank, thank you very much. We'll have that. And he goes down very, very quickly. There's only two left now. That P43 and the other one is an ARL44. And I think he's just behind those mounds. There he is. There's the P43. One shot goes in. We can stay out, I think. I'm not sure if he's looking this way, but we want to get that last shot. And he gets the kill. So that's 5 kills now. And it's just the ARL, and he could really farm all the hit points. But no, we've capped out. Oh, dear. It's kind of disappointing when your team caps out and you have the last enemy in sight and you can easily destroy them in a few minutes of extra farming. That was the first ace tanker for 73north in the Pawlack Tank. It would have been nice if he could have got the top gun, because he would have got the top gun if he got the ARL-44. He did get a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. Fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5, 1/3 of the enemy team, just 1 tank short of getting a top gun. He also got a sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive shots on the enemy, a shell proof for blocking more damage, exceeding the hit points of his own vehicle and surviving the battle, and also a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, and a bruiser middle for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 9. On top of that, he got a couple of battle hero medals. Yes, he actually picked up a high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game overall, and the steel wall for blocking the most damage in that game, at least 11 hits and over 1,000 hit points of block damage. His win rate was 17,143. He was having an absolutely brilliant game, and he was doing exactly right as well, pulling back when he was spotted because he didn't know where the next round was going to come from, and that next round could have wiped him out. But yes, he played a blinder, but he just didn't get that top gun at the end. Look at this, 4,068 hit points of damage. He was well on the way. 1,533 went to the Cromwell, who could have actually taken him out instead of the T-78 if he'd been round the corner before the T-78. But luckily, 73north did the right thing. He let the T-78 go around first, so the Cromwell would see him first and think, aha, a tank I can kill. And of course, he did kill him, but then he got killed immediately afterwards because, yes, 73north plumped around in 90mm, took a large chunk of his health out, and then somebody else managed to finish him off. The third highest damage was the Excalibur on 73north's team, who got 1,524 hit points. So, yes, he completely outperformed them, more than double their scores. And when it came to kills, yep, he had that too. 5 kills went to 73north, 3 kills went to the AMD 178B, and 2 kills went to the Excalibur on his team and the Cromwell B on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, he's got that one too. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. Not only that, but he also got the only base XP over 1,000, and he got 1,650 from that game, so he well excelled the normal performance of a Pawlack Tank driver in that one. The next highest score had less than half of his base XP, and that was the Excalibur with 728, followed by the T-3485M on his team with 698, so very good game. 23 shots fired, 22 direct hits, so only 1 shell went astray, 19 penetrations and 4,068 hit points of damage, of which 673 were at more than 300 meters. I think one of the shots he missed was the one he fired at the VK 3601H, which didn't do what he expected it to do at the time. 14 hits received from the enemy, 6 of them penetrated, 8 non-penetrations, and 1,495 hit points of damage blocked by armor. Yes, he was lucky actually. The Pawlack Tank is one of those tanks where it's got unusual armor configuration, which can only really be best described by taking you to Tanks GG. And I'm not sure if I've got Tanks GG open to actually show you it, but it does have an unusual configuration. I'll just have a quick look. And yes, I did actually still have it open. Would you believe it? Yep, and here we can see that the armor configuration around the driver's viewpoint, you can see the driver's in the center, is actually very heavy directly around the driver area and fairly heavy on the lower plate area. In fact, the weak spot is actually the upper plate. Normally it's the other way around, but it is well angled. That you can see it's well angled, because if I put the marker on it, you can see the effective armor is 191, and it's more than likely going to bounce any shell. Whereas this area down here, the effective armor is about 115 millimeters. So there's a lot of tanks that will bounce their standard rounds off that. And if they aim for where the driver was, well, they might if they get through the hatch, but even the hatch is going to be 108 millimeters. And around that is 151. It's only when you actually look at the live model that you can see that with the 90 millimeter round, this tank is actually fairly weak down below and will bounce rounds that actually come off that lower plate. And with the 90 millimeter, you can actually get rounds through. But if it was a 76 millimeter or some of the others, then it wouldn't. So you can see it actually does have a very unusual armor configuration. That's what catches a lot of players out. So going back to the details again, we can see that he actually spotted 4 enemy vehicles, damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 5, got 305 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he actually made 58,821 credits from that game, but he did get a 90,000 mission completion credit there as well. And on top of that, yes, he did fire a lot of premium rounds just to give him the edge over the enemy. 4,950 experience points out of that one as well. So a very good first ace tanker in the Pawlack Tank. It's not a tank that I actually have at the moment, and I have no plans to get it, to be honest. But I'll probably get it eventually just to try it out. But it is an impressive score for a first ace tanker. And just recently, 73north has been doing a lot of first ace tankers in some of these tanks. It's like something's clicked within him, and now he's actually scoring these continuous kills after kills. And it's like everything's coming together, and he's getting very high win rates as well. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.